Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and today, well, you can't see much now bar the block of nuts. We are going to go feed the calves, all the calves around the place, and we're going to go have a look at them. So, something I've been meaning to do for a while now, but we've been very busy with the contract and silage and that going on. So, it's literally just a Sunday and I'm doing it now. And also, this video is sponsored by Sealac, makers of seaweed-based products for animals. They make products for calves, cattle, sheep, horses, pigs. If you want to have a look at what they have, you can head over to their website, sealac.ie. Link will be in the description down below, and you can head over there and have a look and look them up. But we are using their follow-on flake, as you can see there. I'll just take down the camera. You can see there. It's not as in a flake. Oh, the camera. It's in a flake rather than the powder that we were using to mix in with the milk replacer. We got the follow-on flake about 3 weeks or a month ago, and we started off doing, the plan was just to give it to 2 or 3 batches of cattle, just to be able to compare and contrast the batches. And I meant to do a video just looking at the cows before we started, but because I've been so busy with the baling and the contracting, and normally my father and uncle, they were looking after the cattle more so than I was, and I just didn't get round to it. But about 2 weeks ago, or after we were on it for 2 weeks, my father and uncle were that impressed with how the cows were doing on it, they decided everything's getting it. All the cows around the place are getting it. So we're giving it to everything now, and the calves have never looked as well, and you'll see them later on in the video when we get out there. So we'll get started now and filling these buckets, and I instruct my brother, as you can see there, to fill the buckets. He's giving me a hand opening all them wires and all that crack. You know yourselves. So you can start filling there, bro. So we've a couple of runs to do. I mightn't just talk while you're filling it. So as he fills that now, we'll throw in a couple of spoons of this. So I'll try and do all with one hand. Go around the other side. I'm pulling the yellow one first. So now we're just heading down to the first lot of batches of calves. As you can see there, we just have our first cut silage in. Better late than never, I suppose. And our bulls over there, eating away, trying to finish them boys. So to get down to where we're going, we have to go through the shed, out the back of the shed. There's our old, well, one of the machines that's off. Squeaking cunt of a Jeep. So we'll go down here, and we'll go feed these first batch of calves. We've 3 batches of calves down here. The 3 batches down here have over 50 calves in each one of them. So there's the guts of there's over 150 calves in these 3 batches down here all together. So these were actually the original batches we had on the seaweed. These were the ones we were giving it to. So we'll get down here now, and I'll show you them, and you can make your own opinions on how good they are. Because we've never had calves as well as what we've had this year. Now I think I'm going to chance it. This is generally very wet down here, but I think I'll chance it now. We haven't been driving down here for the last while, but if we can make it to the drain is a bit more solid than out here. Oh, she's going down. She's going down. Please don't get stuck. Oh. No, we made it. Should be able to get out of here now. So, oh, Bertie, How you doing, Bertie? Go on. So, yeah, this is very bottomy ground down here. It does be very wet, but the calves traveling at 100%. So we've an old, I'm actually drawn to, I didn't go down far enough. We've a walkway across the drain there, so I'm going to put this down or I'm going to get a shock off the fence trying to get across. But there's the suckies there, so we'll have a better look at them when I get. So now, just after throwing out the meal to them there now, they're getting about half a kilo of meal. That's what we give them. It's just enough to leave them easy handled and to try and keep the condition. But as you can see there, lovely square calves. We're incredibly happy with how they're all doing. Incredibly happy. There is the odd one now that doesn't go ahead. If you had one in a batch of 50 now, that would be about the run of the mill now, especially for these batches that are well on and a more advanced stage. Some of these calves here, actually I think half of the calves that are in this batch were the ones that were getting the CELAC powder in the milk replacer, and they're doing quite well. So they're incredibly happy with how the majority of the calves are doing fierce well. And you can see there's a little one there. She's eating away though. She's eating away our nuts. Yes, it's she. Might be a bit scoury at the bum, but she looks okay. Her eyes are okay. You always have that when you're in the numbers that we have. It's just part and parcel of it. You always have the odd one. You just have to keep an eye on them, and then you have to make the decision whether you have to bring them back or not. But when one out of a batch, I think there's 54 out here. 1 out of 54 in one batch isn't too bad. Now they are finished grazing this. You might say, well, there's still a bit of a pick in there, but no. It's just a lot of tronions and that. We're going to put them out there next and we'll split it and give it to them maybe tomorrow. We'll see how we get on. But that's it. I'm going to go on. Next batch is over there. Another batch over there. And then we're heading off to the other side of the bulls. 2 batches over there. And then we go to you can see some of the calves that they actually broke out where they're supposed to be. They're up next to the bridge. Batch there, and then 2 more batches on out farms that we have to go to. So I'll get to that. So just while we're waiting for my brother to open the wire, we're going around with our Mitsubishi L200. This is our work Jeep. This is the farm Jeep. It's not exactly ideal for doing this job because it has to go across all the fields and that. By right, we should have a Gator, and it is a Gator or something similar, a Kabuka, whatever. And that's be a John Deere. But something similar to that. One of them is it ATVs or.
Well, stand on the side because it's wired on it.
Shut up, bro. But it is something that is on our list, something similar to a Gator to buy to do this job, but we just haven't got the money to do them things. But it is on the list of things we would like to buy. So I just said I'd tell you that now, just in case. I can imagine a few comments there'll be, you should have this and you should have that, but that's all well and good, but it takes money to have them things, something we don't have. But sure, however, we'll finish up and we'll go feed the rest of these calves. So now we're here with our next batch of calves. Another big batch of calves here. These are nearly all ones off the feeder. As you can see there's a limousine with a good bit of jersey in them, or jersey with limousine in them, however you want to look at it. But these are fantastic calves now. Just well pleased with how all the calves have been doing. Like, you can see yourselves there, all the calves are lovely, and well, not all of them. There is the odd one that isn't that good, but like the vast majority of them are great. Even the jersey there has a good square arse to him. You know, very happy with how the calves are doing. These calves again, You can see it's a bit like Tronyini, bit strong, not a lot there. We're going to move these on. These calves will be moved on to where them calves are at the minute. There's a whole good bottom of that paddock there has good grass on it. We'll shut these on that, and they'll be moved on out to whoever after cutting the silage to eat the backsword. So we'll go on now and we'll feed them calves out there, and there's also a bull with them, but we'll go and we'll feed them now and I'll show you them. So now we're just out with these calves, and just wanted to show you something just before I feed them. Now, something shit in that one, but you can see there's not a dust in it. Now it is very windy today. I hope you're able to hear me not too bad. You can see there as well, not a dust in the troughs. It was something I was a bit concerned about in using the follow-on flake, especially because we use pencils instead of, if it was with muesli or crunch, the follow-on flake would kind of just sort of sit in it and it'd be part of it. But with the pencils, it can sort of just fall through it, and it can fall through it and it could be at the bottom. And I was a bit concerned maybe that the calves, it just fall through and they wouldn't eat it. But as you can see, licked clean. Troughs are licked clean. Throw it into them, bro. So it just goes to show that the calves are eating it and that it works with the pencils. Now you can see there, you can just see there the little flakes mixed in with some of the dust of the pencils. The calves are eating every bit of it. They're licking it clean. It was something I was a bit concerned about, but I have nothing to be concerned about, not in the slightest. It works 100% with the pencils, absolute 100%. So there's our other batch of calves now. We have one dodgy calf in this batch. We're debating bring him back, not bring him back. He's not doing too bad. He has picked up a good bit. When we dosed the calves, when we dosed them last, we have a funny feeling he might have been missed, so we did give him another dose, and he seemed to pick up a bit. Now that bull there, he was with the other bulls off down there, but they were bullying him and he got pushed under the wire, and we decided we'd leave him. And he was out there where we cut the silage, and just to put him out of the way, we put him in with these. Now I suppose it's not really ideal having him there pushing all the calves out of the way to get meal, but it's not the first time this has happened, and he might do a bit better because of it. But as you can see there, again, calves, lovely calves. Like, look at that, like you couldn't ask for better calves. So we'll tip on now to the next. We've all down here done, so we will do the 2 batches there and the batch in the bridge, and then we'll go do the out farms, and that'll be it. You'll have seen all the calves, and you can make up your own minds on how good they are and that. And we're definitely, calves never done as well as before. Definitely that Celac stuff has done something to it, especially when my father and uncle decided that these 3 batches of calves we've seen first were getting on so well that they decided to start feeding it all of them. So there's definitely something to it. So we'll skip on now and we'll go to the next spot. Come on, bro, shut them and jump in. These calves will be up around us. These are some of the oldest calves we have now in these 2 batches. You would have seen the bottom batch earlier when I was moving them in the video where I moved the calves onto fresh grass. I think I'd call the calves on the move. Come on, Sukies, out of the way. Love getting around the jeep. Oh. Oh. Right, bro.
Wow.
Out.
Fine.
So now we're in a 2 batches here now, 2 batches of 40s. There's 80 calves on this field. Now they are well gone by needing to move. They're not too bad. They have a nice run under them. These ones are a bit tighter. But you can tell now, these calves just aren't as good as the first flock of batches we were looking at. Hence, these have only been on the CLAC for a week now, 2 weeks. But they're doing nicely now. Can't complain about them. They're doing nicely. But now these calves need to move and they need to move. So we're going to relocate this batch way off down to the stony field where we cut the silage, and then these ones will be going into the orchard. They clip round there, and then we might move the bulls early to let them have the top half of the well field. We'll have to wait and see, but that's the calves there now. That's the next batch. We've that batch, and we've 3 more batches to see. So I'll show you these ones when they're around the trap. But as you can see, these are the oldest calves. You've seen these ones before. They're doing fierce well. So we'll troughs are just down there, so we'll just lift up the wire and drive under, so we'll go down and do that. So these are these calves here. These are, as I've said before, you've seen in another video, these are the best and oldest calves we have. These are the first calves to come off the feeder. Now I think some of that batch has come down here, and that's why there's a few smaller ones in it. But these calves have done phenomenally, as you can see there. Calves all doing fierce well. There's an old buck. That's a January calf now. There's a great size to him. We have, I think there's 4 more that size lads, the January calves that we have. They're in one of the out farms, so we'll have a look at them. So we'll head to tip on now. So we're here with the next batch. This is next to bridge, beside the canal. So these are, there's 25 or 26 here. These are the worst calves around the place. These are the calves that last off the feeder, last off the milk. These are the ones that sort of got more than they should have, the troublesome ones. These are the ones that took up a lot of time, and it's a matter of just trying to mind them. My brother's just walking down there to go check on them and run them all up for their meal. These are the ones, most of them eat meal pretty well, some of them not so much, but these are the ones that have to be minded and minded tight, just to try and make sure we can get them all across the line. There's only a few of them up. We'll just go for a walk now and we'll go get the rest of them. So the bulls, we're after finish eating there. We gave these lads this paddock because, as you can see, nice lovely grass, like you couldn't get much better. They have good shelter in the bridge, hollow trees. They couldn't get much better now in that regards. I think there's one, yeah, there's one out there, the wrong side of the wire. But no, these are the ones that just a bit of minding in them. There's the last of them down there. So no, that's good. They're all looking fairly okay now. I can imagine this grass is just going to stay ahead of these calves. We've another few calves. We've a batch of 12 in the castle. They were actually the last ones that were on milk. They're off milk now, and just been too busy to get them moved, but they'll be coming down here to these because it just build up the numbers in the batch. There's lots of grass here for them, so actually looking quite well them now. So that's the calves, this batch of calves. So 2 out farms to go to now, and that's it. You've seen all the calves, well, except for the ones in the orchard, and there's 25 on one of the machines, the last of the calves. So that's all. We'll just look at the ones that's outside and on getting the meal, and yeah, that's it. So we'll move on to the next batch. So now with the first batch of calves in an out farm, so this is them. They have half the field. We're rotating them. They start off that side, they ate that, then they ate some of this. We bailed the bottom square, they ate the rest of this, they went that side, and now they're back this side. We cut silage in further into this farm, and we'll be putting these calves out there now to eat the backsorts and that, to give this time to freshen up. There's also bulls out there. One of our other batches of bulls is out there, big bulls, and they're rotating around out there in fields, more less than paddocks now. There's great calves there now. So these are some, you can see the two big lads, two tall lads there. They're the other January calves. Them pair of bucks are after backing out under the wire. I shouldn't have left that trot so close to the wire, but however, that's the calves here. Again, doing fantastic. And look at that jersey there. Look at him. That's a great shaped jersey, so he is. A great bit of a wide on him. He's not, you know, all skin and bones like what most people think they are. But anyways, that's it. We'll back on to the next one, and I'll conclude this video. So that's so now here we are, the last batch of calves on an out farm. You can see them walking up through the rushes and tronyens and thistles and whatnot. This is our own land. This is going to be a pet project of ours. Hopefully you will get to see. There's, can't remember, there's 15 or 19 acres in here. Goes way off down there and then down to the river. It is as wet. Oh Christ, is it hot. It is wet. It is very wet land. Though if we can get it that it dries up, we did get it dry enough last summer to harrow it, but we just missed the mark. The day we went to go shake the grass seed on it was the first of the wet days, and the weather broke after that, and it never got a chance since. But hopefully if the weather stays as it is and we get dry enough, we'll get this harrowed and we get it reseeded, and you can sort of make out sort of lines in the field with trees and that. That's all the old drains that have to be reinstated. It'll work out that there'll be about 10 paddocks put into this area of ground, and we'll get this all tidied up. I have done actually a video on it last year when we baled all the rushes off it. It was to be the start of a video for that, but as I said, we just didn't get around to it. But anyways, I'm not going to wait around for all these calves to come up, because they'll be all day coming up. You can see heads just popping up over there over lumps of clay where we tidy the drain. But same again, these calves, fantastic calves, and these calves here don't have a whole lot now. They're getting a bit more meal just because of that. There's not exactly a whole lot out there that they'll eat, but we did cut silage just their side of the hedge there, so when we get a chance to get the fences working out there, we'll let these lads out there. So finish off the video. The wind is to me back, so I might just stand the lower side of the calves and you can see the calves behind me then. So as you can see, they are great calves. It's been a great year for us with the calves. We've had very little trouble with them. They've been doing fierce well. We're very happy. Definitely the Sealac follow-on play, it definitely has done something. You can see the difference between the first 3 batches we looked at and the later batches we looked at, the ones that have been on it that bit longer. It's definitely done something for them, because the calves are all been treated the exact same amount of meal, the same rearing, bar there was some reared on buckets and some weren't. Well, no, the majority of them were reared on the feeders and there was only a few reared on buckets. But that was literally the only difference between the first 3 batches and the last 3 batches, and that's why we've decided to start feeding them all on the Sealac follow-on play. And as I said before, if you want to get that for yourselves, or you want to have a look into it yourself, you can go head down in the description down below, and you can head over to their website there, and you get an email address or a phone number, and you can give them a buzz and they'll look after you. So I'm going to leave it at that now and go back. I have another few jobs to do before I can sit down on this Sunday, and I was up till 3 o'clock last night cutting silage, so I am bollocks tired. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. And if you like this video, as always, please hit me down in the comments down below. If you have any comments, anything like that, please hit the like button and subscribe. And also, if you want merch, I don't have it on my head at the minute because I left it in the tractor last night. You can get yourself a baseball cap or a beanie with the Farmer Phil logo on it there. Head over to eBay. It's in the description down below, a link to it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it from me. Good luck.